Welcome to The Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and The Daily Dish.
I do like a good dance. I bet you do too. I don't know about you, but I dance to that. We start with the countdown. I'm climbing, and then we get into the dance. Hey, there's my girl, Juanita. I've got, who else do I have in the house? Jennifer, Yvonne, Marguerite, Catherine. Who else is here? I know I saw more. Kathy's here. Helen's here. Denise is here. Good job, Lizzie. Getting ready to move to South Carolina. I know all about y'all. I know, Noreen, you're getting some snow. How about that? And Vicky's in the house. I'm so glad to watch all of you. Come on in. You know why you're here. It's Wise Women's Wednesday. Wise Women's Wednesday is when we shake the box. Are you ready to do that? There's my girl, Carla. Good to see you. Elizabeth, I'm glad you're here in the house as well. I can't, obviously, sometimes I don't keep up on everybody who's coming in, but if I don't say hello to you, you know that I'm welcoming you, heart, mind, body, and soul. That's how we roll. Anyway, exciting day. It's like countdown time, right? 3 days until full bloom. It's underneath me on the scrolly. Hi, Linda. Underneath me on the scrolly. You know what that means? You need to get signed up today. We still have some physical swag bags going off, but I'm going to tell you what, they're scarce, very scarce. Teresa's here. She calls herself Butterfly. I love that, Teresa. How pretty. Lisa's here as well. Terry's in the house. My girl, Terry. I hang out with Terry and drink wine with her when we do workshops. She has been with me for 2 workshops, which has been fantastic. I've got a few lovelies who have, and I'm going to tell you what, you know she will be here, and you will too when we finally do this in person, probably in September. You know, fingers crossed. Christine, I'm so glad to see you as well. Juanita's there as well. Shauna, it's so much fun. Look at you all, Mary Ann. So Vicki says she's loving the design on all her swag stuff. You can thank our Amber for that because she is just amazing. Glenda wants to know about the physical swag bag. Well, there's all kinds of stuff. There's an infusion water bottle in there. What else? We have these clips. We have pens. We have sticky notes because sticky notes are all the things. Hello, Margot. I'm glad to see you. And there's another. We got our double Mary Ann's in the house, and there's my girl Diane all the way from California. And there is Sarah. Facebook hides me often, you know. It's funny because you can see it happen where things kind of go down. Yeah. Come on. It's not going to happen. Not on my watch. There's my girl Jane. Anyway, we are getting ready for full bloom. If you don't have your ticket now, no worries. Go get it though. I'm not going to mince my words anymore. Go get your ticket. Ask Joanne about it. There's my girl Joanne. Ask her about. I think she's been to almost all, at least all the virtual ones that we've had. But ask them, how was it? Was it helpful? Did you like it? What about Sarah? Ask Sarah. She's been. Ask people if you're thinking, I don't know, full day, whatever. Ask them. They're right here. They're going to tell you all about it. But I'm going to tell you what. This is a needle moving conference. This is how I know that we're on the right track. I do my research. I read a lot. I research, and then I cry my eyes out. If I'm crying, I know I've hit a nerve. If I'm hitting my nerves, I know I'm going to hit yours. All I am is the megaphone for this vibrant life stuff and what we need to do in order to get there. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah says she loves full bloom. Diane's right. We are in the full bloom countdown. And this is the thing that is going to move the needle in your life. And I'm sorry, I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to keep saying it because this is the truth. Check it out at savingdinner.com/, Bloom. That's where you're going to find it. And Simone is here all the way from Brazil. Jane's been to all the virtual ones and they're awesome. Thank you, Jane, for saying all of that. Anyway, our supplement of the month, of course, is flying out the door. Supplement of the week. It's supplement of the week. Oh, thank you. I'm going to call you Butterfly, not Sean. I'm going to call you Butterfly because I think that's just so fabulous. Sarah said she thought the first time we did Full Bloom that it was a gardening workshop. Well, kind of it is. Oh, Jeanette, thank you. She said I'm a lot more than a megaphone. I really appreciate that. Very impacting indeed. Thank you, everyone, for giving your testimonial here about what Full Bloom has meant to you, because, you know, that's everything. That is everything for me. It really helps because, you know, I pray about this. I do. And I look at the stuff that's going on in my own life, and we're all cut from the same cloth. Remember, we talked about that yesterday. We're all women who all desire the same exact thing, an absolute full and vibrant life. So in order to get there, we got to build the bridge, right? We got to build the bridge. Terry said a box of tissues is now on her short list of items to bring for Full Bloom. You're right, Terry. Bring the Kleenex. You're going to want the Kleenex. It's a dig, guys. It's a dig, not going to lie. But it's going to be something that we get to do together. There's going to be hot seats, all of that. I'm working on the hot seat application. Yeah, I'm going to make you do stuff for it. But it's going to be hands-on. And I promise, my hand to you is, if you don't leave with a change, with a nugget, with something, then you just write me back and you can tell me that I'm a blowhard. I'm going to let you do that. And I'll publish it too. Oh my gosh. So yes, I took InflaCrusher last night too. I didn't do a hard workout. My workouts have been all over Kingdom Come. My goal though is, as I was preparing today, what is my word of the year? It's consistency. Yes, things are out of whack, but that doesn't mean that I have to be. So, and a lot of this you're going to be hearing about on Saturday. What can I tell you? So InflaCrusher, you can find out all about it and how effective it is, because in our house, this is what we use instead of Tylenol or Advil. That's how needle moving it is. And it's also protective of your kidneys and your liver, especially your livers. That's fantastic. So savingdinner.com/show. And what you're also going to find is that when you purchase this, you're going to get several menu bundle of low carb and some heart healthy freezer meals, a bunch of stuff. And you can't buy it otherwise on our shop. So I like stuff like this because this is also supportive of the vibrant life that you want to live, right? Am I right? Oh, Peter and Peter's left. I talked to him this morning. He's in Knoxville right now helping some friends get their act together so they can all caravan back to White Salmon, Washington. And I'll tell you, my little Lincoln, I think he slept for a whole day afterwards. He was just playing and playing and playing. You know how dogs are. They're so cute. So that was so much fun. I just, I'll tell you what. It is such a joy to have your grown children with you. And, I was telling Jenny, it's sad because right when they start to get interesting and fun and they have you just appreciate their sense of humor and the way that they think about things, their quirks, their personalities and all of it, and their talents and their kind-heartedness and all this glorious stuff that you see pop up in their adulthood. And you don't have as much time to spend with them as you did. Well, that's life, right? It is life. And I'm so happy when they come, and I always cry when they leave. But, then again, I go, hey, it's quiet around here. I'm back to normal, and the vacuumed rug will stay vacuumed. So that's how it goes. Anyway, go find your InflaCrusher at savingdinner.com/show. This is the time to get it. If you don't have it in your lineup, this stuff is just everything. And it's phenomenal. Marianne is asking about Full Bloom and Crowdcast. It is on Crowdcast. What my suggestion is that you send either an email to Crowdcast asking them, what can I do in order to get into the interaction? Because I'm going to bet it's something to do with your computer or your browser or something like that. But that's what I would look into. Plus, don't do it on Safari. Definitely do it on Chrome. That's all I know. You're going to be finding out today as we talk about what wise women do. I've got 10 things that wise women do to create that vibrant life. Because vibrancy is, have you noticed the direct correlation between being positive and using positivity in your life and actually creating the vibrant life you want to live? It's all connected. It is all connected because, if you aren't looking at things positively, you are going to be looking at things pessimistically. And that is not going to get you to the place of vibrancy. They just do not connect. They don't connect at all. So this is really important stuff. And one of the things we're going to be talking about is our environment. And when we finally get around to doing a book club, I've got a couple of books. I've got a big list of stuff that we're going to do for book club when we start that, probably next quarter. But when we do that, you're going to see just how impactful environment really is. I've just studied it a little bit, but I'm digging into it further, reading books. Wow, it is everything. It is everything. So I'm going to really be pushing hard on this whole environment thing. It's one of the reasons why we created the quote deck. And the quote deck has all, we do quotes of where is our quote of the week? The quote of the week. This is our quote of the week. Old keys won't open new doors. Always a cosmic 2x4, because it's just telling us that if we keep doing the same old things, we're not going to get through those new doors that we want to get to. That's where it leads to the place of vibrancy. And when we set up our environment for success using these quote decks, and we have these lovely little stands that come with it, you pull out a quote that means something to you, like, there is beauty in everything, just not everybody sees it. Little reminders of things to think about, things to ponder, because sometimes we don't think about the right things. We don't let things ponder in our minds. We instead think it go back into the negative loop. This is to fuel your brain with new stuff. Time flies, but the good news is you're the pilot. I love it. You can find these at savingdinner.com/quote. That's where we keep them. And that's where you can get yours, and we will send it out to you. You want another one? Just one more? You like a little juicy tidbit? How about this one? It's better to begin in the evening than not at all. Boom. That's for all of you who say, I'll start Monday. Start now. That's what this is about. And they come in this little box. Here, click, click. I love them. This is our second edition, and we are even working now already, gathering them all up for our third edition. So once those are gone, they're going to be gone. We ordered a whole heck of a lot more this time than last time. They went like this last time, the first edition. So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited, again, for setting up your environment for our mindful mugs. And I always say this, but do it. Go to savingdinner.com/mug and read why a mindful mug can be one of those elements of your environment that set you up for success, how it's a trigger, how it brings you back to the place of mindfulness, the whole 9 yards. You don't have to buy this. You can get it for free too, and it'll tell you how to do that. And I will tell you even more if you're saying, oh, but I just can't afford, I can't, blah, 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 blah. Fine, find a mug, make that your mindful mug. But the whole idea, the science behind it, the psychology behind it, it's fantastic. There's more. Of course, there's more. What else do I have to tell you about? Our last show of the week this week is going to be Friday. So send your questions in, okay? Last time we only had a couple of questions. If you have a question, nutrition, cooking, etc., send them in to support@savingdinner.com. Question for Leanne on Friday goes right there in the subject line, so it gets added to the queue. And you've got till tomorrow to do that. And then remember, we're not going to be here on Saturday. No, we're not. I'm so excited about Saturday. Can you tell? How's everybody's hydration challenge going, by the way? Right? Are you going to the bathroom a lot? Did you fill up your water bottles and make your hydration station? Who's doing it? Who's in? Pinkies up if you're a hydrator. I want to see if you're there. So today we're going to be talking about being the creator of your own life, right? And being the creator of the vibrant life that you want to live. And there's 10 ways that we as wise women can do this. Look at all you pinkies up. Look at all you women who are peeing their pants off. Kidney wash. That's right. This is how we scrub our kidneys. Scrub a dub dub. Everybody, look at how everybody's in the tub. Yep. Late start. It doesn't matter, Denise. It doesn't matter. You heard what I read. Start in the evening. We don't care. Just start it up. Ooh, Terry's got cuke slices in her infuser bottle. I'm going to tell you, cucumber and mint in your infuser bottle, really, really good, especially with cold water. So, all right, let's get down to brass tacks, though, and talk about this creative stuff. Now, before we do that, I've got 1, 2, 3 underlying truths that you got to, let's say, sign up for. You ready for that? Number 1 is, who are you? You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Yes, you are. And God created you on purpose, for purpose, right? Do you know that, right? So how we're to do, when we understand and know this, and we also understand the next sentence, which is, we're all put here on this earth to do good for others. We're not one-man shows. We're tribal. It's in our DNA. We're familial. It's in our DNA. This is who we are. So when we're raising children, what are we doing here? That is a mission put here by God himself for you to bring these young people up into the world to become actual responsible adults so they can turn around and do the same thing. So our motherhood is on a short string, really. Let me tell you something, guys. It goes really fast. It goes really fast. But when we understand who we are, fearfully and wonderfully made, on purpose, for purpose, and so that we can indeed help other folks, then we're going to start to see, as we feel and understand and bring this into our hearts, we're going to start to connect the dots with all of that. And how we uniquely show up and do this work to help others and to understand who we are, that's up to you. That's a mission for you. That is a delightful opportunity just for you. And I promise you, as you open yourself up for this possibility and start looking for the answers out there, it's suddenly going to pop up and be in your life. Watch. Double dog dare you. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, this is one of my favorites because I get these, sometimes I get an email or a direct message and something, well, you say blah, 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 but I just don't have time. I'm going to tell you what, you have time as long as you're drawing breath. You have the time. Where's it going? You can find out if you're just wasting a lot of time. You can use one of our time blocking sheets, which basically tracks what your day looks like. And you put everything down on there. You don't put in there like, at 1:25, I was flossing my teeth. You don't do that kind of stuff. But you could say, between 1:30 and 2 o'clock, I had personal care, that's fine. But if you say between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock p.m., I Candy Crushed the daylights out of my phone, then you got a problem. It's just to bring into awareness, into the place of mindfulness of where your time is going. savingdinner.com/time to pick up that sheet. It's free. You print it off and then you can time block and see, oh, good grief. A lot of that time is going away that I just really didn't have any idea about. So there you go. Number 3, that's it. Yeah. Yeah buts are not going to serve anyone. And yeah buts are nothing but excuses. You've heard me say this, but absolutely critical to say it again. Yeah, but I can't because. Yeah, but you don't understand. I take care of my dad. Yeah, but you don't understand. I have all these little kids. Or yeah, but my kids have disabilities. Or I'm in a wheelchair. You know what? Then we adjust and we look for the possibility. We don't put ourselves in prison with yeah buts. Yeah buts will build a fortress around you and keep you from the vibrant life that you want to live. Look for possibilities. Look for it. What if? Can you imagine? 2 good questions to ask yourself. Those questions open the door to possibilities. So how do we create this? Then how do wise women say, you know what? I am all in. I'm all in. How do I get to this place of creating a vibrant life. I'm kind of in this place of I just don't know what to do. I don't know how to act, blah, blah, blah. Well, here's the first thing that you need to do. Number one, you start with declarative sentences. And these declarative sentences not only are going to move the needle, but they're going to be a written declarative sentence because it's unmovable and it's written in stone when you use I ams. I am. I am. It is putting it down. It is stamping it on the wall. It is just, this is who I am. Deal with it. When we go around and we say, I'm sick and tired, I am not able, I just can't, I am this, I'm that. When we do all of that, we build that fortress that I was talking about. It's the fortress of yeah, but. It is the fortress of yeah, but, and that's the mortar, right? When we make all those declarative things of what you cannot do, we need to make these declarative statements of the things that we can do. And I am them, write them down, put them on a mirror, use stickers. I don't care what you are. I am super powerful when you use it right. Okay? Number two, you ready? I'm going to slap you around a little bit. Be bold. Be bold in this whole thing. This is your life we're talking about. We're not talking about, hey, go buy some pencils. They're really cool. They're cool pencils. I like pencils better than pens. It's just pencils. We're not talking about that. We're talking about what do you want in your life? If you have made a decision in your life that you hate your career, you hate where you're doing, you hate this, you hate that, or you have this horrible relationship, it's abusive or whatever, start making some decisions that are bold, that are pro you, and don't wimp out. I'm going to say this. You don't get another shot at this. Unless you believe in reincarnation, but I don't want to come back as a dolphin or a pillbug or something. I don't believe in that, but I'm just saying, well, if you're saying, well, but I believe in reincarnation, so therefore, give me a break. This is your life as you are right now today. This is it. One more day is checked off the list. So be bold about what it is that you want. Because if that's what you want, if that's what lights you on fire, all of this is just going to make so much sense and it's going to help you get to the next level. Number three, this is my pet peeve. And I'm in a group, a Get Strong group that I absolutely love for my Peloton group. And the calendar, they put together a whole calendar and it's a 10-minute segment of this and a 10-minute segment of that. It's all the different things. Everybody wants to know, hey, am I the only one? I get that. But there's a lot of this. Anyone else finds so-and-so's voice annoying? Anyone else, blah, 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 blah. Anyone else, whatever. And, we get this occasionally in the Hot Melt Sprint. But what about standing strong? What about instead of trying to crowdsource everyone else's opinion to make sure your opinion's okay, standing in your opinion, standing in the strength of what it is that you have? Remember the Hamilton, if anybody saw Hamilton, in the show, Hamilton's talking about, I'm not throwing away my shot, because he wanted to be president and all that, right? I am not throwing away my shot. And I'm saying to you, do not throw away your shot. This is your life. This is your life. You get to light it up, or you get to stick a whole great big old pin in and it just whatever. Don't crowdsource it. This isn't anybody else's life. You don't need their opinion about whether it is that you need it or not. You know what you need? You need your strength in your statement, your I am statement. You need the strength within to say, this is the life that I want to lead. You need the strength within to say, this is how I'm going to get it done. And even if you don't know how you're going to get it done, if you stand up and you say, I don't know how I'm going to get it done, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to figure it out. Can't even tell you how many times I've been in that place of thinking everything is going to hell in a handbasket, but I am going to figure it out. You know why? Don't give up. You hold on to that like your jaws are around it and it's not going anywhere. It's yours, your life. Anyone else? No. not anyone else. This is your shot. And number 4 is to work your goals. Girlfriends, I have this to say about goals. If you do not have goals written down, you will not get after the things that you want to get after. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you haven't written it down, please, May 15th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, we are going to be workshopping on how to take back your life using 12-week goals. This is my whole point. I find year-long goals to be things that just wish lists. 12-week goals, when they're worked in daily and when you're thinking about them and they're in your mind and they're in your face and you're writing about them and you're present with them, become reality. You can completely upend and completely change your life. And that's not hyperbole. In 12 weeks, you can. And take that over a year and you do 4 12-week segments. Can you imagine what your life is going to look like? You can take your wish list and treat it like, okay, there's my list for goals. There's my list for what I want in my life. This house was a goal. Where I live is a goal. And I got it. This, losing that weight, goal. Finding a relationship where I'm highly invested and in love all the time and have someone who I connect with and can communicate with and feel loved from too. What is that? A goal. And I made up my mind that this is what it was going to be. And I went on a lot of really crappy first dates, let me tell you. But this is what it's about. Maria's asking how you get the journal. You're going to be able to get if you're coming on Saturday, okay, dropping the big hint. If you're coming on Saturday, Maria, you will be able to get first shot at the journal on Saturday. That's all I have to say about that. That's all I'm going to say. Jenny's going to kill me, but keep it quiet. Let's not. I'm always like, blah, 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 blah. But we have these journals. This is the 3rd iteration. This is the best one. And it's the one that lies flat, like so. It helps you every single day. Your goals go in here. Your goal, because we show you how to create the goals. And then from there, how to break them down and keep them coming on a daily basis, because that's the work. That's how you get it done. That's how it all works out. And, nobody's ever told you that before. I'm going to tell you that. They haven't told you that. They said, just create these goals. And it's like magic. They're going to happen. No, there is something that needs to happen every day for it. And that's what we're going to teach about. But I still want you to write this down for today, right? That when you work your goals into your daily life, 12 weeks at a time, it's tangible, it's doable, it's a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit here. And it works. It just works. So remember this, my big Robin Sharma quote that I probably wore out last year and, some of this year. And it's this: what you think about expands, what you dwell upon becomes your destiny. Put that into your goals. Do you see what I'm going with all of that? I'm telling you, it is everything. It is everything. So while you know that this is not available until this Saturday, that's going to also mean that you're going to sign up for Full Bloom. So do you see how I did that? Pretty sneaky, right? And I don't feel bad about it one little itty bitty bit. So go to savingndinner.com/bloom and please get signed up. Do it. All right, number 5 is remember that your environment is going to support you or it's going to distract you. Boom. Just like that. Visual peace. Get rid of the clutter. Get rid of the crap. Get rid of the stuff that holds you back. Do it. Don't give excuses. Don't sit there and say, oh, I don't know, I might need it later. I'm going to tell you this right now. Be brutal and just dump it, because I promise you that somebody will show up with something that you need if it's something that you threw out you shouldn't have. I promise you. We had this discussion, Mark and I did just the other day, and he was like, looking through, we have this mound. You know how it is when you buy a house, they give you all the stuff for all the manuals and everything. I said, just throw all that stuff out. And he's like, no. I said, every single manual for every single refrigerator that's ever been created on this earth is online. Why do we need to keep this crap? It's on top of the cabinets in the kitchen getting dusty. Throw it out. Throw it out and watch how you feel. It's like you feel like a new woman. Now that's physical clutter. That your head clutter, yep, you got the same thing. But start with the small things. Make your bed every day. Start with the small things. Clean up after yourself. Start with the small things. Make sure that when you go to bed at night, everything looks great. Just start there and watch how it just catches fire. You know, I started as a fly baby 20 years ago, 21 years ago, or whatever, you know, when I first met Marla, and it all made sense. And it was the missing piece. And that's like what I'm telling you about 12-week goals. The missing piece for me, until I figured this part out, until I read the 12-week year, the missing piece for me was figuring out how to get it into everyday life. Well, that's the missing piece for that. Your environment, setting that up for success is the other thing. Putting out your quote deck, using your mindful mug, doing things that help you. Going, kitchen's closed when you're trying to get rid of an old habit from snacking after dinner. These are the things that support the life that you want to live. Number 6, your mind is your GPS. Your mind is your GPS. When you get in the car and you say, I want to go to the airport, right? You put it into your GPS, unless you know, of course, you know exactly how to do that, you know, but you know exactly what to do, right? You know exactly what to do. You plug in the address, you press go, and then it'll tell you, like, we could do these different routes. This is going to be faster, or there's going to be more traffic here. Then you choose the right route. You choose the thing that supports you. That's what you do. That's it. And you gets you from here to there. Number 7, what other people think about you is none of your business. I love that. My mother used to say that all the time. It's so true. What other people think about you is none of your bloody business. Let it go. That's like crowdsourcing your life also, because I'm not going to do anything. What are they going to say? What are the people going to say? Come on. You're a grown woman. You're a grown, wise woman. It's time to move away from that and just say, well, bless their hearts, and just move it out and keep going on the trail that you want to go on. It's your life. Remember, one life, your one shot. Number 8, fear is a function of your brain. It's a brain thing. It's your amygdala, but it can be controlled. Remember, we talked about this yesterday. Your brain is an organ, but your brain's not in charge unless you say, oh, I can't help all the way I feel. Oh, I can't. I'm just being moved around by my brain because I can't help it. Baloney. You can help any of it. And I will tell you, there's a payoff when you go and you do it anyway. You just say, shut up, amygdala. I'm on this. I'm going to do this anyway. Well, then you get a boom. Here comes the dopamine and serotonin. Yeah, that's your reward for doing it anyway. So as much as your amygdala wants to hold you back, when you do it anyway, you get that push. And guess what? The amygdala shrinks back, and the dopamine and the serotonin go forward. And that's the thing that you want to be doing. Number 9. Okay, this is for everybody here. You ready? You have a voice. And you know what we do with our voices? We use them. We use them. Is somebody speaking unkindly to you? Don't allow it. And I don't care if it's your husband and you've been married for 45 years. If your husband speaks unkindly, just say, hey, honey, guess what? I would really appreciate if you spoke this way to me. You know, if it's a friend who is backhand complimenting and really passive aggressive with you, call her out or stop spending time with them. Whatever. Use your voice, and use your voice. When you're using your voice, you're using your power, because nobody knows what's going on between your 2 ears except you. So you have to use your voice. That doesn't mean you have to be a shrew. It doesn't mean you have to be unkind. It means you have to step up for your life. You're the only one. This is your only shot. This is your only shot. That's number 9. And number 10, I want you to remember the secret formula. We've talked about this a few thousand times. Motivation plus momentum equals success. Always remember that. That's what habits are all about. Daily, 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 daily. Momentum, 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 momentum. And then there's the success. The success can't help but happen. And even if you only have 10 minutes, you can still make success happen. 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there, break things up, do it the way you need to do it. But remember this, and I'm preaching to myself here right now, consistency is everything. Consistency undergirds exactly the successful, exactly the vibrant life that you want to live. You can't do it in spurts. You got to do it all the way. Be in all the way. This is your life. Your life. And if you really want to get into it, and I'm going to throw it down again, I'm pushing hard. Yes, I am. Be here on Saturday. No excuses, because your life is worth it. And when you understand that you are enough right now, where you are right now, warts and all, when you understand that really down to the last cell of your body, then we can move forward. And you're going to find out about that. I've got a whole framework to put together for you, and it's going to knock your socks off. And as a matter of fact, my girl Amber, who does all these wonderful things and does all of our wonderful graphics and everything that you've all loved and enjoyed so much, Amber has made up a graphic that's a handout that we're going to be giving out that I bawled my eyes out over. And you will too. You will too. So I'm just letting you know there's so much coming up, and this Saturday is the day to do it. So go to savingdinner.com/bloom and get on it, okay? Get on it. Lizzie knows consistency is a game changer. I could tell you stories about Lizzie, about Joanne, about Sarah, about Terry, all these women who have consistently done the things that they've needed to do in their lives. They get it. They're one shot. This is your one shot. Are you ready to join this wonderful family, this wonderful community, this sisterhood? It's time. savingdinner.com/bloom. And remember, you're going nowhere if you're going to keep using those old keys. It's time to use the new keys. I've got them for you this Saturday. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, don't forget, if you're not signed up for the newsletter, you'll get the show notes from today in tomorrow's newsletter. So go to savingdinner.com and get the newsletter. It's a really simple, easy thing to do. And it'll put you also on our email list, which means that you'll get the first notifications of all the good stuff that we've got going on, plus a bunch of recipes. We send one email a day. That's it. And it's something that I think you're going to really enjoy. Love you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you tomorrow for Thirsty Thursday. Peace be with you.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.